The High Court handing the Trump administration a big win today, ruling in favor of the president's travel ban. But the justices were not all in agreement.
Yeah, Fox News correspondent Garrett Tenney is in Washington with more.
Today's ruling marked the first Supreme Court decision on a Trump administration policy, but just as much of the country is divided over the president and his policies, today's ruling showed the nation's highest court is as well.
A tremendous victory for the American people and for our Constitution.
The president today celebrated the Supreme Court's ruling, calling the endorsement of his authority to ban travel from mostly Muslim nations a moment of profound vindication.
We have to be tough, and we have to be safe, and we have to be secure. At a minimum, we have to make sure that we vet people coming into the country.
At issue was whether the Trump administration's third and latest policy affecting visitors from 5 Muslim-majority nations discriminates on the basis of nationality and religion. The 5-4 ruling along ideological lines determined the president's power wasn't undermined by his previous statements saying Muslims pose a threat to Americans. Chief Justice John Roberts, authoring the majority opinion, acknowledged the president's remarks, but said, quote, "The issue, however, is not whether to denounce the president's statements, but the significance of those statements in reviewing a presidential directive, neutral on its face, addressing a matter within the core of executive responsibility."
I think he was trying to keep the country safe.
In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor said the court got it wrong and that, quote, "a reasonable observer would conclude that the proclamation was motivated by anti-Muslim animus."
We just cannot walk away from the fact of how this all started, which was a president that said that he wanted to ban Muslims from our country.
The onus is on us to protect liberties that may be jeopardized by rash or impulsive presidential action, and we have an obligation to legislate.
After today's ruling, Democrats pledged to introduce anti-discrimination legislation. But in a Republican-controlled Congress, any push to overturn or limit the president's travel ban is likely dead on arrival. In Washington, I'm Garrett Tenney, Fox News.